Well, I used the micrometer, so it should be pretty fun. Hey, welcome back to Big Hammer Garage. Today we're going to work on getting that ECU mounted and the fuse panel installed. We'll take you along. Let's go. Surprise, surprise, but lack of preparation on our part. We didn't pick up the material to mount that ECU, so we are making a hardware store trip to see what kind of material for the mounting on that thing. So we're going to take you into Lowe's and walk around. We'll see what's going on with the music in here. The last time we were in here, we had too much music going, so we were going to bump up against that copyright infringement. So we chose not to use that footage. But let's see what we can do. Take you along for the ride, see what's going to happen. See what we can find in here. I'm going to shut you off for a minute until we can figure out what's going on music-wise in here. See you in a bit. Hey, so we ended up in luck. Our Lowe's here has a rack full of aluminum. So, believe it or not, we were able to come in here on a holiday and pick up this and be able to move along with our project. Now we are definitely paying a premium for picking this up at a hardware store opposed to buying a 10-foot stick of it. So this is 8 by 1.5 inches, 8 feet long, and we're gonna pay $30 for it. So that's going to be significantly more expensive than buying it from the metal supply house, but lack of planning on our part causes increased cost on the project, but that's the way it goes. Life of our lack of planning come to fruition. So, little secret here, if you get to your Lowe's and there's a big old mess like there is at ours, and they don't have anything but this stupid self-checkout open, if you go down to the contractor's desk, I think they call it the pro desk here, there's always somebody to check you out at the pro desk. So we just scoot right through the pro desk and get out of there and get a real person to check us out with our stuff. Much more efficient and helpful for us, especially if you have 2 or 3 weird things that need to be scanned and checked out. It makes things a lot nicer for you. Okay, we're back out here again. So what we've done here, it might be a little bit hard for y'all to see. Laid out some scribe marks on that piece of aluminum that we went to Lowe's to hunt up. We're going to cut that, put it in a vise, bend a little bracket so we can put a chunk of rubber in there, and then stick that ECU to the firewall on the inside to get ready for the transformation over to the injected system. So we'll throw you on a tripod here, show you a bit of what we're doing. Ain't a whole lot of super exciting stuff. We're gonna get to beat on something with a hammer here in a bit, but we'll put you over here nevertheless. Only filed a little bit of my knuckle off. Special. Yeah. Well, that is Hopi.
Hi.
Hopi. All right, we're going to poke you all up underneath the dash here for a second and show you where we ended up with this ECU. This was not a pleasant install. There is no real estate in here.
So there she is. Pull that tape off of it. I just used the tape to hold the housing on. Boy, I stuck it up in there because there's not enough room for two hands. There's really not enough room for one hand. So pretty much did that blind. Stuck it up in there, felt around it to feel where it was going. Felt around it with my finger so that I could make sure it wasn't getting screwed down on top of a bolt or something that was sticking out. And we tech screwed it to the firewall. We'll come in here and cut off. It's hard to see. Right there, there's a tech screw sticking through. We'll cut these guys off so that whenever we're working on it later, we don't get a needle stuck in our arm. But other than that, we should be good to go. Spark plug wires are on. Pop got those done while I was standing on my head and floorboard using some semi-permanent plastic zipper strips to hold those together, keep them off the exhaust manifold. You can see these guys here. Had to have some creative plumbing to get them down through there. Get the valve cover off of it if I need the valve cover off of it right there. One on the top and two on the bottom. What do we think about that?
That's fine. You can still get the fuses if you need to.
Yeah, getting wires on and off will be a challenge if we need to do this, but
Well, we need to mount it where it's going to be, drill a hole, mount it, and then we can take it loose and do our wiring and then remount it. Because once it's wired, you should never have to take the wiring off of it again.
hope not. Ideally. Allegedly.
It's not how things usually work for us, but give her a shot.
I'm gonna go way up here. It's relatively straight too.
Well, I used the micrometer, so Thanks for being here with us on Big Hammer Garage. Let us know what you'd like to see us do next. Give us a like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.